Hey, it's Paul-Anthony from Ink Different Tattoos and the Ink Different Tattoos podcast. And today we're at the Philadelphia convention, where we're going to introduce you to the people and personalities that make it happen. Welcome to the Convention Connection. I'm here with Don, Bonehead.
How's it going, guys?
I'm enjoying so much of what you're filling me in on, right?
Yeah.
Your story and how you got involved and how you started, making these products.
Right.
Very, very cool. Share with everyone how, the beard oil, which is the first thing you did, kind of came into inception.
Well, I'm a cheap bastard. I didn't like the stuff that was available. The stuff that I was buying, they stopped making. So I started mixing and matching scents to try to come up with that same scent. I found something I liked, which is my OG. Instead of calling it my OG, I call it my Old Bones. So it's a blue sage and cedarwood blend. It's like a light cologne, and I wear Aqua di Gio and Invictus. I wanted something that wouldn't clash. I go to the same barber, shout out to Chris at Bethlehem's Steel City Beards and Shears. She said, you should bottle that. It smells great. And then my friend who opened the distillery, he sent me down on opening day and said, what are you doing with your life?
Right.
Do something.
Right.
And I said, dude, I work 70 hours a week at the hospital. What more can I do? He's like, no, do something for you. Bottle the beard stuff. I said, dude, there's like 100 people selling this shit. How am I going to compete with that? He's like, you went to college for commercial art. Do something with the logo.
Okay.
Do a cool logo. Do a niche. It's
Yep.
all about the niche and the quality of the product and staying consistent.
Well, where did Bonehead come from?
So
Where
that's
does
a
that
funny
name?
story. So I'm originally from West Virginia.
Okay.
I wanted to do something mountaineer. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Something rugged,
Yeah.
And then that was taken.
Okay.
So what does every woman call their husbands or boyfriends? You stupid bonehead. Everything's bone theme. All
Bonehead.
my stuff's bone theme.
Uh-huh.
I drew the logo. He said, draw a logo that sticks out, stands out from the crowd,
Yeah.
and then went from there.
Yeah.
So I started with the one product. I worked on my tattoo balm for 2 years before I ever got my first tattoo.
So you were first a bearded guy who worked in a hospital,
Yep.
and then you got pulled into the tattoo space.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And so now you have this Aftercare?
Yep, I have
Okay.
an Aftercare product. Your artist can use it as a glide and an Aftercare.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it's a before, during, and after.
Yeah.
All my stuff's hemp oil based. It's a dry oil. You can see my beard's not shiny.
And then you've got this Bonehead vehicle. This is what we were first talking about yesterday. I saw this. I said, what is this?
So I worked at the hospital, and I knew I had to buy a vehicle to move around product and stuff to shows. And all my coworkers were like, buy a trans. And I'm like, no. I want something
like
that's
so
gonna
many
stand
people.
out.
Yeah.
And my logo for the tattoo rub
Okay.
is me as Rat Fink.
And how many conventions do you do a year? Is this the first time you've been doing this?
No, I've been
Okay.
doing it for four and a half years now.
Okay.
Some years I do 54 shows in
Wow.
52 weekends. So figure that one out.
Wow. Okay.
So I do.
So
like,
this is a
bike
big part of
nights.
how you do things. Doing
I
the
do
shows.
bike nights. I do
Mhm.
bike weeks, balloon festivals. I try to get a diverse mix of customer base. This is my advertising. Come into the show.
Right.
I don't advertise at all. I joke that I do more tattoo festivals than most artists have ever done in their life.
Well, if you're
know what I
doing
mean?
50 or so, yeah.
Well, I do about 20 tattoo conventions a year.
And so when it comes to the tattoo aftercare, right, what really makes them stand out?
You got to watch what you put in a tattoo aftercare product, because if they're using it as a glide and they're using it as an aftercare right after the tattoo, a certain fragrance scents and oils can pull fresh ink out of the tattoo. So the hemp oil keeps the inflammation down while they're tattooing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was at an event last year, Rubber City. I had one of my artists tattoo a redhead. And all you tattoo artists know, if you're tattooing a redhead, they get inflamed. You know what I mean? It's just their nature of their skin.
Yeah,
they're just light, bare skin.
Yeah.
She sat for 8 or 9 hours on a full color piece on her back. And when she went up to get judged, the judges are like, this wasn't done today.
Ah, interesting.
And the promoter goes, no, I watched him do that. That's his product. I have the 2 ounces they can sell to their clients. I have the 4 ounces they can use in their booth. I have a little one that they can hand out as samples to them.
Right.
And that's what I do, is I hand these out to artists all through at the show. And I try not to step on toes for I'm friends with a lot of aftercare people.
Yeah.
There's enough fat on the hog for everybody.
Agreed.
There's no need to push people down to move
Of
yourself
course.
up.
Yeah.
It all depends on how you tattoo.
Right.
And there's a learning curve for every product. So
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say that you may be a bonehead, but you're not a dick. Because
I try not to be.
You don't talk shit about anyone.
No,
I appreciate you spending
I
time
never
with
will.
us, man. So if people want to get stuff online, I mean, if they're not actually at the convention, they're not here.
Bonehead Beardcare. .com. You can reach me on Instagram, Bonehead Beardcare, Facebook, Bonehead Beardcare. The links are there for my website. I flat ship for $5 and I try to get it out the next day as much as possible.
Awesome, cool.
So
thanks, buddy.
Appreciate your time,
Appreciate
guys.
it, man. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that interview. If you did, please like, subscribe, share it, tell your friends about it. Watch the next interview right here. If you're a tattoo shop owner looking to build up your team of artists, or you just want to make sure that the best up-and-coming artists in your area end up in your shop and not someone else's, then go to inkdifferenttattoos.com/connect so we can help.